Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. I'll be really honest, I was not going to record tonight. I kind of got down after putting my son to bed, and I thought, well, maybe I'm just going to do a little bit of grind and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, I got the spark. I felt like, hey, you know what? Let's do a little bit of recording. I miss talking to my friends. Today, it's been a fun day. We did a lot of things. It's been very, very hot outside here in western Pennsylvania of the USA where I live. And yeah, it's been very hot. Like if you know the Fahrenheit scale, it's been about 100, well, about 90, 94. Probably feels something more akin to about 100 or so. And yeah, it's been very rough. I don't love that temperature, that kind of heat. I know some people really thrive in it. That's not really my bag. My bag is air conditioning and shade. That's my thing, you know. But regardless, it turned out to be really fun. We went to a we call it here in Pittsburgh, where I live, we call it Living Treasures, and it's kind of like a little zoo, and it's a mini zoo, and it's really cool. It's like a place where the pens for the animals aren't huge, so they're kind of right up there, and all the animals they have, well, most all the animals they have, you can actually feed. So it's really cool. Like there's a big pen of deer, and you can just like walk up, and they're behind a fence and everything, but you can just walk up and feed the deer carrots, and my kids they love it. They think it's really cool. We went in and we saw a bunch of baby goats at it today, and I could barely haul my older son Harrison out of it. He just loved it so much. It was really cool. Well, that's my life. How's everybody else doing? Anyone else doing anything fun this summer? Enjoying the heat or not so much, same as me? Here, what we're doing today is I want to work on the second floor of the keep up here, at least this portion of the keep. I got to tell you, I think this keep is going to expand quite a bit. I think we're going to expand quite a bit over there, but for right now, we're doing this sort of phase one of it. And this is going to be my throne room right here. And if we do expand over there, this will probably be the way to get there. Like this will be sort of king only, maybe king's quarters will be over there, you know, something like that. But what I want to do is I want to polish off some of these towers. Like I know this tower is going to be very big, so I think we should probably start with this tower. And I think this tower is actually going to be a lot bigger as well, because what I've decided to do is this is the second floor. I want to take this up at least another floor, if not two, which means these towers need to go taller than that, right? I mean, look over here at the storage building. The towers are, other than, with the exception of kind of this one, I think this one might be the only one. For the most part, all the towers go well above the second floor. Here, I want this to be about 3 floors. So that means these towers, even like this one, it's got to go up. It's got to go up a lot taller, which is going to be a really good thing, because that means you're going to be able to see it from down there even better, because that means it'll be taller than these, and that's a really great thing. But that means we have a lot of grind to do yet. And right now, I'm just kind of roughing it in. You know, I'm just kind of putting in the stone and the stone brick, which I find to be fastest to do kind of at the same time. You know, knock out these two rather than detail it later. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring this up about 3 blocks like this, right along this axis here, and then we're going to go out one. And I have no idea what is going to be in this building. Probably, I don't know, maybe bedrooms or something like that. But I think we're going to make this tower the biggest one, which is going to be kind of weird. I'll tell you, that's going to be a little bit odd because it's in front. In fact, actually, you know what? I don't even know if this is square. Maybe I should count. I'll square it up whenever I go out. Well, let me do some work here, and then we'll talk about why this tower is going to be the tallest one. Okay, let's take a look at this. So I decided to cap this off this height for the main entryway right there, because I think that I want this one to be taller than that, because I have an idea for a dome that I want to do on that. And if this one's really tall and then this one has a dome that's kind of low, I think that's going to look kind of silly. So we're going to have to bring this one up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in one. So generally when I'm building castles, for whatever this is worth, it might be nothing. Before I go in one, and when I say in one, let's fly up here and take a look at what we're talking about, because I did it on this one. So before I go in a block, like you can see the tower shrinks by 1 block here, like from where it is down there to up here, it's 1 block smaller. But before I did that, I came out 1. And let me tell you, it is a lot easier to do this now than it is to do it later, because later you're dealing with a lot of scaffolding and all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple stacks of stone brick stairs. I might mix up and do some smooth stairs as well, and eventually, but And then what we're going to do is down here, I am going to go around this guy. Can I stick this? Yeah. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around here, and what we'll do is we'll go one out, and then we'll go down one. I've done this so many times, okay? And then I think on this one, we're going to go down two, just to make it a little bit different. And then we'll go down one and there. And that'll be for the big one, and then right there. See what I'm saying? And then here, we'll go here, and then there with the block. And then here. And then here, I think we'll just do one there and one there, okay? I'm gonna go all the way around this, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I went all the way around this, so now this is a little bit bigger. And what I did over in this area right here, because this is gonna be where the second floor is, as I use just full blocks, but this way the radius of the whole thing is the same, because then what we'll do is we'll do this little castle thing here where we just do something along these lines here, and then that's gonna kind of give me a nice estimate of how far in I need to have a walkway, right? Because this will eventually be we'll probably change this up a little bit. It probably won't be exactly like this, but this is going to give me an idea, and that's really what I'm looking for at this stage of the game for this building, for building something, you know, this large. Is I just want some ideas. I just want some general concepts and some things that I can work out. Now, is this going to be open to the air, this thing right here? No, probably not. But it might end up being a walkway, so I'm going to go and put these in. It's easier to take them out now than to sit there later and kind of do the calculations and remember where they should or shouldn't be. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is now I'm gonna do this stage where I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna go the whole way around this, and this I need to focus on, because if I mess up the circle, I won't realize it until I'm much higher up, and that will be a big drag. So let me focus on this, and then we'll come back. Okay, folks, seriously, after this episode, I'm going to do a couple little short episodes, because this is turning into another monster grind. Not that I mind, because we're getting some really nice, solid progress on this place, but yeah, this is turning into a huge project. So, you know, I decided to do another tower right here in the center, and the biggest one, because I just felt like that would be the nicest for the skyline. Some of these are going to have the red and pink spires, like probably 3 of them, like maybe that one, and this one. And then I think I might end up doing one wooden spire, maybe there. I just kind of shaped that one a little bit. And then a couple flat surfaces. Also, in addition, over here on the side, here, let me show you this. Let's see if I can make this happen here. Over here on the side, I made a couple of these sort of longer places, like the throne room. That way, whenever you're down here in the throne room, this is going to have a nice, tall sort of ceiling, a sort of arch ceiling there. I really need to light this place up. So, look how dark it is. Oh my goodness, it's like pitch black. So the next thing I'm going to do here, and potentially the last thing for the episode, because again, we've gone very long in the making of this episode, is put in floors. And I think for right now, I'm just gonna put in all spruce floors, and then what I can do is I can like edit that later, you know. But at least if I have floors in, then I have the height of the ground. And once I have the height of the ground, then I can always very quickly put in like lighting and torches and whatever else, you know. But I need to kind of get the floors are the basic part, and you know, we'll add some carpet and some decoration, all that kind of stuff in good time. But for right now, I need floors. So let's get cracking on some spruce. I got the floors in, and I cannot even express to you how much of a difference putting the floors in makes. It is freaking huge. And I think the last thing I probably want to do to cap off this episode is just do a tiny little bit of landscaping to get up here, because that's going to really start to tie the whole thing together. So I'm going to grab some black stone, I think, and then we'll basically just bring this right up the side of this. And then after I get that, then I'm going to build this cliff up so it's a little bit of a hanger over, you know, a little bit of an overhang. And I think that should look a lot better. So I'll grab my black stone and we'll do that. And yeah, I think that the old keep there is starting to come together. I would jump into the question and comment of the day, because I got a really good one and something to adjust, but also I learned something about Minecraft today. I just did a cut and paste from my YouTube comments, and look what happened. The font in the book changed. I had no idea that you could get away from this kind of hard to read, gross Minecraft font to this. That's wonderful. I'll be doing this. If I can figure out how to do it, I'll be doing this for future requirements. That's so much easier to read. I like it a lot more. I might actually replace the font, the Minecraft font, you know, at some point in the texture pack. I think I know how to do that, and yeah, I don't really love it. Anyway, this comes from a build study episode I did from Articraft, and it's from Rambo Lambo Bear, and it says, really nice, but guitar strumming is unbearable. Couldn't listen to what you were saying. You know, so the reason why I picked this one is because I want to thank you guys for the questions and the comments and the suggestions that you've given me in both this series and all the other series, because, man, I don't know sometimes, you know, I don't know what's working and what's not working. I mean, I think I know, but like a comment like that, like I felt like that was a good mix, but I got that comment, I'm like, okay, maybe I should reevaluate. And look, I might reevaluate and listen to like, no, I think it's cool. Or I might be like, yeah, it was a little too loud, because I did get a new soundtrack for all my, well, for my Bedrock series, and I used it there. So if you're enjoying the soundtrack right now, it's from the leader of the band I play in. Anyway, I asked him to do a little original guitar thing for me, so that way I don't have to use the YouTube library anymore. I can actually have my own original music, which I think is really cool. It's a real plus. But you know, whenever you get new music, all the levels are different, and I thought I nailed it. Maybe I didn't. So that's something I'm going to re-evaluate. I think I already have. I think I've kind of hit that sweet spot now. But the point is, I am so appreciative of comments, like, you know, good or bad, because that is what's going to help me grow and help me make better content. So if you have suggestions, man, as long as like we're all being like cool about it, and like, you know, it's not turning into like a bunch of negative Nancy's or trolls or something, like, which I mean, you won't. You're my YouTube friends. I welcome it with open arms. You know, I'm so grateful for comments like that. So that's why I wanted to say like I don't know, that's why I want to show. I guess I call it a negative comment, but like I don't think of it that way, you know, and say, you know, thank you for that. So let me work out this a little bit, and then I have one other thing that I want to do in this area here, but right now I just want to kind of get this up. But I have one more thing I want to do today for the actual keep, because there's something I don't really like that I did already, and I'd like to kind of see if I can fix it. Now, I'll show you what it is in just a second here. Oh yeah, this is starting to look really nice. Starting to get a nice idea of how this is going to be. I really like these double back things. It's something I learned from Moriete when I was doing his tours of his amazing build over in the Conquest Vanilla server, and where lots of double backs were often used, where you go one way and then a sharp turn, because it slows an army down, you know, and also a narrow, what do you call them, choke points, right? So like, you know, you couldn't have an army very wide here. It's only 3 blocks, which I think is a good thing. You know, it kind of keeps them down. Also, I think it works nicely for the actual just look of the build. Keep this kind of nice. I think what I might end up doing is put some grass up here. I actually brought some grass with me, but I'm not going to do that now. We'll do the exterior of this castle in a little while, but I want to take a look at this, and I think I want to look at this courtyard, which is right here. Yeah, and fill this up. Let's fill this up with grass while we talk for a bit. So here's going to be the plan. Next episode, I'm going to come back, and I think I'm going to break away from the castle a bit. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do this like 100 episodes in a row, because this is going to take a while. So I think what we're going to do is maybe we'll head over to the moon base next episode and work on some crops there. That's something I really want to add. I want to add some sustainable food for the aliens living on the moon, and I have an idea that I think is going to be really cool for that, but it's going to be a big build, and I think we're probably have to harvest a whole bunch of what would you call it, endstone. That's the word, endstone. By the way, speaking of endstone, if you grab the world download and you don't have the texture pack, man, I am really sorry, because I took a look at this world on my son's Switch without the texture pack, and it is absolutely brutal. It is absolutely brutal. Please use the texture pack, because I'd be so embarrassed if you don't, because of what I know that it's going to look like, because like the endstone being yellow and the terracotta being that sort of cream color, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. So use the texture pack if you grab the world download, please. I'm begging you. All the textures that I'm changing, for the most part, are changes that I feel like kind of should be in vanilla. Like what I view as a better wool texture, better terracotta texture, a more color corrected terracotta texture, I think. If you hate it, you know, so that's fine. That's totally fine. But I'm not trying to dramatically create a brand new thing like what we have over in Realm of Vasten. I'm really just trying to kind of change things the way that I kind of feel like if I were to design Minecraft the way it would be, right? I do have one more end change coming for the texture pack that's going to help with the base design for next episode. But the last thing I want to do here is something I'm not in love with, and I don't know if it's fixable, to be honest. This stairway right here. Oh, really? Okay. All right. So apparently we have mob spawning places here. I thought this was fairly well let up, maybe right down the middle, probably actually. So one thing I don't really love here is I don't really love that this staircase is so long. And what I think I'd like to do is stop it about halfway, like right about here, and build a platform and turn it. So let's see if we break through the wall right here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's actually amazingly, that's actually perfect. Okay, so this is where we're gonna break through. We're gonna break through right here and just turn the staircase. Keep it 3 blocks wide, and we're gonna turn it, and then we're gonna come over into a hallway right here, and this is gonna be the entrance up here. Again, for sort of defense purposes, and secondly, I think it looks kind of dumb that it's super long and narrow. I just don't really like the look. So let's do this, and I'll work this on, then I'll come back and discuss it. Let's check out the flow of this. I think it's a lot better. So you come in here and you're gonna turn and you're gonna walk up here, and then you're gonna turn and you're gonna get up here. And I think what we might do is we might do like an overlook here, like not an outside balcony necessarily, although maybe that could be kind of cool because it is really an overhang, which could be really nice, I think. So what I think I want to do is we'll come out like this, and then we'll just go give this a little bit of support. And maybe, I don't know if we should do windows or what we should do, but yeah, that's kind of cool, I think. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave this for next episode, so I can really kind of think about it, you know, how I like to do that. Where I like to build something, you know, somewhat, and then kind of think it over for the next time. Excuse my allergies again, they're crazy. So anyway, I think that is going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to go and take some allergy medicine and maybe try to recline a little bit and try so I can breathe again. That'd be a really nice thing. Man, it's rough this year. Worst year on record for me. So let me know in the comments what you think of this and what you think we should do differently if you like it, and how your allergies are doing if you have them. Okay? We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.